Hello everybody and welcome to today's Sunday sermon, which is the fifth Sunday of Easter. Today we see in the Gospel Philip asks Christ or Jesus to show him and to show them the Father. And Jesus answers, says, "Have I been with you all this time and you still do not know me? To have seen me is to see the Father." Now this is an enormous statement to make. It may pass over our head, but we really need to think about that and the enormity of it. Remember that the disciples and the apostles hadn't seen the Pentecost yet. So they were very much babies in the whole area of faith. And Jesus is pushing it a bit far now by saying, to have seen me is to have seen the Father. Here he was, a human being, by all intents and purposes, saying that he is God among us. It's a hard one to take, and it's a big leap of faith. It's about faith today. Faith is surely knowing and believing and experience, to experience the presence of God. We can't touch God. We can't see him. At least most of us can't. We can't hear him. Even when we receive communion and we taste the communion, the wafer, this is no proof to us that it's God. So it's about faith. Not seeing, but believing and experiencing and knowing and being convinced that God is with us. We look at our parents, grandparents, especially grandmothers, if I should be so bold as just to mention the women who have led us in doing the right thing and in the faith that they put in God's presence. Even though they had a lot of suffering, poverty, sickness, things that we cannot explain from a human point of view. But these people were able to trust in a God that they couldn't see, feel, or in any way experience through their senses. But they were convinced, and they had great faith in the God that they don't see. Their faith was like gold and valuable and got them through life, and I'm sure has taken them over the great divide to their home in heaven. Do we realize that the devil hates us, hates you and me and all of us, and therefore his fruits should be ignored by us? Why should we spend time listening to somebody who hates us? Why should we spend time reading his filth, also his evilness, and which is maybe exposed to us in books and films, and maybe also bad talk, actions, witchcraft? Why do we even bother to take into account or give them any ear at all? Give them any of our time at all? All those things that are definitely the fruits from the works of the devil. The world is charged with the grandeur of God. Written by Gerald Manley Hopkins, a priest. And what he was saying was that all around us we see the works of God. Everything is charged, infused with the hand of God. Nature, seeds that grow, beauty, the flowers, the colors, the birds that you can hear in the background. All of nature, the mountains, the valleys, the beautiful lakes, the world as we find it. It's all the handiwork of the Lord in heaven. Now let's go a little bit deeper. We know that in the past, people have looked up and seen all those things and in the sky and the stars and the moon, and they have wondered why, and even have wondered why are we here? And they have come to the conclusion that God is there, and therefore the Bible was written, and therefore great doctrines were written. And of course, when Jesus came, like we see in today's gospel, to have seen me is to have seen God, the Father, the Creator. Wonderful doctrines and writings describing what that should mean for us and what it does mean for us in our world, in our earth, our beautiful earth. And therefore, in a deep way, we see where people have come to the conclusion there is a God, and He's very much vibrant and alive in the world. We see the apostles, after the Pentecost, they become completely different people, fired by the Holy Spirit, doing things that were not logical and unsafe for their own health and safety in life. I said at the beginning, faith is knowing, believing, and experiencing. I think we can experience God in our lives. I do know we can experience God in our lives when we are in the way of God, reading good stuff, reading good books, doing good, praying, reading the Bible, discussing deep things that are important to us all, and even to question God, like we see Job doing in the Old Testament. And indeed, many people have questioned, why me, Lord, why me? And we find that God does answer and is very much involved, especially in the cry of the poor. So today we are learning it is possible for us to experience in a deeper way the presence of the Lord. As I have often said, we definitely find Him by centering ourselves and become aware of the present moment. The birds whistling, the wind, the lovely little breeze that's hitting my face now. This is the moment that we have, and this is the only moment anyone has, and it is there in that moment that we find God. May God bless you. Have a beautiful Easter Sunday, the 5th Sunday of the Easter season, and may you have a faith-filled Sunday and also a faith-filled week ahead.